Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Welcome back to Note to Self. In today's episode of Note to Self, I'm going to be sharing with you my life changing, heart centered morning routine. And this is how I start my day every day. And I feel like this has only deepened through my recent experience doing a Rose Dieta, which I encourage every single one of you to do if you feel the call to Rose, if you feel curious about this experience. It is so incredibly beautiful and life changing and heart opening. And I created a guided course that includes guided meditations. There is 5 modules and bonus content. There's support in emotional release, which is literally how I have cleared my body from stored stagnant emotions and trauma. It is what I always come back to. It is my secret, if you will, as to how I remain a clear channel with an open heart. All of that is in the course, and I've made it extremely affordable and accessible to all of you. So I encourage you to go check that out. It'll be linked down below. And today I'm going to be sharing, like I said, my life-changing, heart-centered morning routine. And the reason why I call this heart-centered is because when we can truly get into our heart space energy at the beginning of the day, when we can center ourselves there, we set a powerful energetic precedent for the rest of our day. When our heart is open, when we are in that heart space energy, we are our most magnetic selves. We are in our heart versus our head, which means that we are living in presence, we are living in love, we are living in beauty, we are able to see the beauty all around us, we are able to love reality for what it is in front of us, and we are not in judgment. So many of us humans, we spend so much time in our heads, and this is what causes us to fall into spaces of judgment, to fall into spirals, to allow the lies that exist in our mind to sort of run rampant. But when we are in our heart, none of that can exist. And we are in our heart space, and the more and more that we access that, it melts away the lies of the mind because they just can't hold power against the heart. So in my morning routine, this is something that I've really solidified. Rose really helped me with this, really helped to integrate it in a deeper way where this is now a non-negotiable because I see how important it is. I actually see how much it contributes to miracles, blessings, and manifestations effortlessly in my life. So this was integrated through my dieta with Rose because I had a lot of spaciousness when I took part in that dieta, as in I was in Tulum alone, my friends had left, and I wasn't really in this space of making friends. I was actually incredibly introverted, and I think this was the most introverted period of my life because I didn't go out and make friends. Like the only time that I really spoke to people was when I was maybe at a restaurant and I was talking to the server or saying hello to my Pilates instructor. I was very much focused on clearing a lot of stuck and stagnant and stored energy in the body. And oh my goodness, I am a different human on the other side of that. And I'm so grateful for it. And what really supported me in this, as challenging as it was sometimes to be alone and have to navigate deeper emotions, I learned how to love myself more, right? I learned how to unconditionally love myself through my emotional release processes and through being alone and being incredibly introverted during this time. I really learned how to hold myself to a new level. I really learned how to take care of myself, to nurture myself. And this actually has integrated not just in the morning routine that I'm about to share with you, but also throughout the day, throughout my life. And if there's anything that inspires you about this episode, like, oh, I want to take on that prayer, I want to take on that action, please do it, because you are going to just receive so much love when your heart is open, when you are heart-centered in these ways. So I encourage you to listen with an open mind and open heart and take on anything from what I'm about to share with you because it will truly transform your life in abundant, beautiful ways. So upon waking up, when I come back to consciousness from dream state, sometimes it takes a while because sometimes I end up lucid dreaming for like at least an hour or so before I get up. And when I come back into consciousness, when I come back into my body and awareness, the first prayer that I pray is, thank you for another day of life on earth. I am so grateful to be here as Zoe. And I say, I love you, Zoe. And I hug myself. I hug myself and I hold myself and I just love on myself. And then what I do is I lie there and I scan my body to see where my emotions are at. Because sometimes we're processing and healing in our dreams. So we might wake up with a bit of fear, a bit of anxiety, or a bit of something or other there. even if we can't fully pinpoint it. And I really scan my body and see, is there anything here that's asking to be cleared? And then what I do is I ask myself, like, go inwards and ask that internal compass, ask that internal guidance system, what do I need right now? Sometimes that looks like a deeper meditation just to allow the emotional release to happen. And for me, energetic release, I tend to yawn a lot. So I might sit there in meditation, focusing on where I feel this energy, feeling it all the way down, feeling it to heal it. And I yawn a lot, and then the energy passes through. And that stuck or stagnant or stored energy with that tightness in my chest that I was feeling is no longer there. Other times when I can't really identify the emotion, I might move to tapping. This is also something that I put in the Rose course as well as a bonus video on tapping, how to feel safe in the body. It also might look like hape. Maybe I feel like I want to use a heart opener hape. Hape is a plant medicine that I use. I have a promo code with 4 Visions Marketplace, which I'll leave down below if you are interested in checking it out. There's an array of different kinds. It's not something that you have to do, of course, only if you're called. But for me, it's something that I tend to do in the mornings to set that energetic precedent for my day. But basically, it's just really tuning in to tending to my own needs and asking myself, like, how can I tend to my body first? How can I tend to my own heart first so I can be of greater service and offer this world more love and be that magnet for absolute miracles and to be able to experience all the joys of life, right? Because it's when we have an open heart that we are in the present moment. And that's where the most love and the beauty and all that we desire is truly there in the now. But we have to be in our hearts, and we have to have an open heart to be able to really see that, to really witness that. And from there, I might do a bit of journaling, further meditation, but I really just take this time to myself. And right now I have the luxury because I'm traveling alone, right? So I'm not around other people that might influence my morning routine. But even there has been times where I have been with other people and I still just, get up a bit earlier and create space for this. Because you are the longest relationship you'll ever have in your life. The more that you focus on cultivating that best friendship with yourself, that inner support system for yourself, you will change your life for the better. You will deepen the relationship that you have with yourself, and you will get closer to your own heart than ever before. And that's the greatest gift that you can offer yourself. Anyways, I love you guys so much. And as mentioned, the Rose Dieta course will be linked down below. It's called Opening Your Heart with Rose, and I would love to see you inside.
Thanks for listening to Note to Self. If you enjoyed this episode, please help me out by rating and reviewing this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If my energy is resonating with you and you feel the call to work with me, there are an abundance of ways to do so. I offer one-to-one life coaching programs, mastermind containers, and DIY courses, all of which are available through my website, zoeariel.co. Until next time, take note of all the abundance that surrounds you as you make the most of this game called life.